Srinivasa Ramanujan, the man who knew infinity. On December 22, 1887, in the modest town of Erode in Tamil Nadu, India, a mathematical genius was born who would forever change the landscape of mathematics. Srinivasa Ramanujan Iyengar's brief but brilliant life stands as one of the most extraordinary stories in the history of science. Early life and self-education. Ramanujan grew up in Kumbakonam, where his remarkable mathematical abilities emerged early. At age 12, he had mastered trigonometry and developed his own theorems. By 15, he obtained a copy of G.S. Carr's Synopsis of Elementary Results in Pure and Applied Mathematics, a book that would profoundly influence his mathematical journey. With its terse listings of thousands of theorems, this book became Ramanujan's mathematical Bible, though it provided few proofs, a gap he filled through his own ingenious methods. His singular obsession with mathematics, however, came at a cost. Ramanujan failed his college examinations twice because he neglected all subjects except mathematics, losing his scholarship and formal academic path. Undeterred, he continued his mathematical explorations in isolation, filling notebooks with thousands of theorems, formulas, and equations. The journey to Cambridge. Living in poverty, Ramanujan worked as a clerk in the Madras Port Trust while pursuing mathematics in his spare time. In 1913, encouraged by friends who recognized his genius, he wrote to several Cambridge mathematicians. Most ignored his letter, but G. H. Hardy, one of Britain's leading mathematicians, recognized the raw brilliance in Ramanujan's work. Hardy later recalled being stunned. Some formulas were already known, some were wrong, but others were entirely new and must be true because, if they were not true, no one would have the imagination to invent them. In 1914, Ramanujan traveled to Cambridge, a journey requiring him to break Brahmin dietary customs and leave his beloved India. There began one of mathematics' most remarkable collaborations between Hardy and Ramanujan, despite their vastly different backgrounds and approaches to mathematics. Mathematical contributions. Ramanujan's contributions span number theory, infinite series, continued fractions, and mathematical analysis. He developed nearly 3,900 results, many highly unconventional and profound. His work on partition functions, ways of writing numbers as sums of other numbers, opened entirely new areas of investigation. His formulas for pi were so efficient that they're still used in computational mathematics today. Perhaps most remarkably, Ramanujan seemed to perceive mathematical truths through pure intuition. He famously attributed his insights to visions from the Hindu goddess Namagiri. Where Western mathematicians relied on rigorous proof, Ramanujan leaped to conclusions that were almost always correct, though he struggled to provide formal demonstrations that satisfied his Cambridge colleagues. Legacy cut short. Ramanujan's time in England was marked by both triumph and tragedy. In 1918, he became the first Indian Fellow of the Royal Society and a Fellow of Trinity College, Cambridge, extraordinary honours. However, the cold English climate, wartime food shortages, and likely his vegetarian diet undermined his health. He contracted tuberculosis and returned to India in 1919. Even while dying, Ramanujan continued his mathematical work, discovering Mach theta functions, a concept mathematicians are still exploring today. He passed away on April 26, 1920, at just 32 years old. Enduring influence. Ramanujan's notebooks continue to yield mathematical treasures. His formulas have found applications in diverse fields: physics, string theory and black hole entropy, computer science, algorithms, and cryptography. December 22, his birthday, is celebrated as National Mathematics Day in India. His story reminds us that genius can emerge from anywhere, that formal education, while valuable, cannot contain human brilliance, and that intuition and rigor, though seemingly opposed, can together push the boundaries of human knowledge. Ramanujan proved that mathematics transcends culture, language, and circumstance. It is truly universal. Key highlights: self-taught genius who mastered advanced mathematics independently. 3,900 plus mathematical results, many opening new research areas. First Indian Fellow of the Royal Society, 1918, Hardy-Ramanujan collaboration bridged Eastern intuition and Western rigor. Modern applications in physics, computer science, and cryptography. Legacy lives on through ongoing exploration of his notebooks and theorems.